Michael Porter Jr. makes a big statement about his ability. Michael Porter Jr. has never been afraid of confidence. And this week, the Brooklyn Nets forward made one of the boldest claims of his career. Porter said there's only one player in the NBA he believes is a better shooter than him, and that player is none other than Stephen Curry. Yes, you heard that right. Michael Porter Jr. thinks he's the second best shooter in the entire league. Stephen Curry, that's the only one I'm giving like a clear elite, can shoot better than me. That's the exact quote. And as you can imagine, those words have sparked a lot of debate among fans, analysts, and even former players. Dash the numbers behind the claim now. Let's put this in perspective. Porter isn't just making this claim out of thin air. Last season, while playing with the Denver Nuggets, he averaged 18.2 points per game. He shot 50.4% from the field and nearly 40% from deep, 39.5 to be exact. Those are elite numbers for any wing player. Combine that with Porter's size, 6'10", with a high release point, and it's easy to see why he has confidence in his shooting ability. But then we look at Steph Curry, the greatest shooter of all time. Curry averaged 24.5 points last season on 44.8% shooting, with 39.7% from three. The difference is that Curry creates almost all of his own looks, often with defenders draped all over him, while Porter benefits from more catch-and-shoot opportunities in the flow of the offense. So yes, Porter's percentages are impressive, but Curry carries an offensive load unlike anyone else. Dash the NBA's other great shooters. Here's where the debate gets heated. When you think about shooters, the names Klay Thompson, Kevin Durant, Damian Lillard, Buddy Hield, Desmond Bane, Duncan Robinson all come to mind. Some of these guys have iconic shooting moments that Porter hasn't matched yet. Think about Klay Thompson's 37-point quarter, or the game where he hit 14 threes, an NBA record. Think about Damian Lillard's deep game winners in the playoffs, literally waving goodbye to opponents after knocking them out. So when Porter puts himself above all of them, fans immediately push back. But here's the other side: confidence matters in basketball. To be great, sometimes you need to believe you're better than everyone else. Dash fans react, and sure enough, fans are divided. Some people love Porter's confidence. They say, that's the mindset you need if you're going to lead a team in the NBA. Others see it as arrogance, pointing out that he hasn't proven it on the biggest stages the way Curry, Klay, or Durant have. The truth is probably somewhere in between. Porter is absolutely one of the league's best shooters, but calling himself the second best in the world is always going to raise eyebrows. Dash a new chapter in Brooklyn. This claim also comes at an interesting time in his career. Porter is starting his first season with the Brooklyn Nets. The team has been searching for a new identity ever since the departure of its previous stars. They need someone who can not only score, but also lead, and Porter might just see himself as that guy. If he steps into that role and backs up his words with his play, his reputation could rise quickly. Imagine this: Porter averaging 23 points per game in Brooklyn, shooting 42% from three, and hitting big shots in the fourth quarter. Suddenly, his claim doesn't sound so outrageous anymore. Dash comparing him to legends, but for now, let's be honest. To be considered the second best shooter alive, Porter still has work to do. Klay Thompson's resume speaks for itself. Kevin Durant has been one of the most efficient scorers in NBA history. Even role players like Joe Harris or Duncan Robinson have proven themselves as elite snipers. So Porter's challenge is clear. If he really wants to be in that conversation, he has to deliver season after season. Consistency, big-time playoff performances, and clutch shooting, that's what separates good shooters from all-time great ones. Dash closing thoughts. At the end of the day, Michael Porter Jr. has made his stance clear. He believes that only Steph Curry is a better shooter. Whether you agree with him or not, one thing's for sure: he's set himself up for one of the most watched seasons of his career. Brooklyn fans will be expecting big things. The league will be watching closely, and every time Porter takes a three-pointer, people will be asking, is this the guy who's really the second best shooter in the NBA? Confidence or arrogance, truth or exaggeration, the only way we'll know is by watching him play. And the 2025-26 season is his chance to prove it.